imagine that you're going to the movies. The first question that he or she may ask is, what kind of movie is it? If you tell him or her that it's a comedy, drama, horror, or western, your friends will know exactly what kind of experience you'll both have over the next couple of hours. Genre is used to group various types of art according to a predictable range of features and expectations. So if you go into a bookstore and buy a fantasy novel, you'll be expecting to read about an imaginary place with fairy tale elements such as wizards with supernatural powers and magic, and not a nonfiction account of the Vietnam War. Genres can be found in all forms of art. Musical genres include rap, rock, country, metal, and jazz. Literary genres include suspense, mystery, epic, romance, nonfiction, and poetry. In fact, everything from painting to sculpture to television to radio can be placed into distinct genres. So why do we feel the need to group things into neat little categories? Well, there is something that draws us as spectators, readers, and art lovers to the familiar. For example, filmgoers take great comfort in pretty much knowing where a story will take them. In westerns, the good guys wear white and the bad guys wear black. In a romantic comedy, the guy will eventually get the girl after they have a big fight and he wins her back, while the underdog will exceed all expectations and beat his bigger and stronger opponent in a sports drama. As pattern-seeking humans, our goal is to establish and we can't always have control in our everyday lives, so we seek control in our entertainment and art. The most successful genres adapt to society and culture. For example, in the 1920s and 1930s, Hollywood musicals were by far the most popular films, where hard work and perseverance always led to a happy ending. One of the most popular films to celebrate both the difficulty and triumph of show business was Busby Berkeley's 42nd Street in 1933. At the end of the film, the Broadway show depicted in the movie is a smash success, and all of the characters' hard work and sweat pays off and leads to overwhelming audience approval. Two of Berkeley's most popular film stars were Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Their iconic 1935 film, Top Hat, brought a screwball comedy element to the musical genre. The film, of course, ends with the couple happily dancing off into the sunset together. When World War II broke out, it brought with it a sense of pessimism and gloom, as society looked for a change in entertainment that reflected the darker times of the 1940s. The Hollywood musical fell out of favor, but instead of disappearing, the musical evolved to reflect society. The plots became more complicated, and the themes became darker. Audiences were no longer guaranteed a happy ending, even after the war was over. One of the most popular movie musicals ever is West Side Story, which hit theaters in 1961 and went on to win 10 Academy Awards. The film did not end with the union of the two star-crossed lovers, Tony and Maria. Instead, it concluded with the murder of Tony at the hands of Maria's own family. That's about as far away from a happy ending as one can imagine. In all types of art, we see a lot of hybrid genres, which are essentially the blending of one or more genres. For instance, our literature mixes adventure and humor, while our films mash up Western and science fiction themes. Our music may combine samples of country western and hip-hop. One of the most famous blending of genres in the history of literature is The Adventures of Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. The novel takes a modernist approach to classical literary conventions by mixing up elements found in comedy, farce, epic, and romance. How about in the world of cinema? Think about auteur-director Quentin Tarantino, who made Reservoir Dogs 1992, Pulp Fiction 1994, and Django Unchained 2012. Tarantino is a postmodern artist who mixes elements from multiple genres. A film like Pulp Fiction, for example, is not only told out of order, but it blends film noir, black comedy, action, and drama. The film is also as funny as it is violent. There really is no end to the way that genres can evolve and morph over time. However, no matter how much they change, we can still tell a great deal about a piece of work by how it's classified. Genres help us identify forms of art, so we have an idea of what to expect when we read a book or watch a movie or view a painting. Hybrid genres blend one or more genres and include literary works like The Adventures of Don Quixote or the films of Quentin Tarantino.